criminal action, if possible, will be taken against officials responsible for negligence. That is Sharad Pawar speaking at an event today. Mr. Vadakkan, I want to point out to you that he spoke in Parliament after the headlines today expose on the Dal scam and said that action will be taken against all those who are guilty. He said this in August last year inside Parliament. Now an RTI application has revealed that till the 26th of April 2010, there's an RTI application, the government itself is saying so, despite the assurance given in Parliament, no team has been constituted to take action against any official. So how seriously do we take the claims of this government, Mr. Vadakkan?
Now, as you have mentioned, this is not an issue which is about A party or B party. I think he's the BJP spokesperson has also categorically stated the visuals that you have seen, though I have not been able to see it myself directly because I'm on an OB van. Obviously, this rotting grain is not a good visual for the country where a lot of people wake up hungry. And in a situation like that, it is not for me or for any party to say this is a partisan issue. When we talk about distribution, yes, it has been in a bad shape and it did not happen yesterday. The PDA system, I unfortunately do not want to go into the blame game of putting the BJP to be blamed or the NDA government. What needs is immediate action. The Agriculture Minister has rightly pointed out immediate and criminal action against those people. Now, what the committee has done, when the RTI was filed, when is the documentation available, what may have been the issue at the ground zero level on this issue needs to be found out. At this point of time, it's very difficult to say. But all that I can comment at this point, it's very unfortunate. This country needs these grains for our own people. Let us keep politics out of it. Let's talk what should be done. The Punjab government, who's on the spot, they should inform the central government of an issue that is there, and if it is to be distributed, should be immediately distributed to the nearest distribution centers available. This needs immediate action. It is the Punjab government's job also to inform the center that there is something like this happening, and if there was some kind of a good relation that exists. No, they've been saying we've been writing to the center continuously. In the same interview, Punjab's finance minister tells our correspondent that he's been writing to the centre continuously. So far, no action has been taken by the centre. The fact is, this is not a problem, as Dr. Debroy pointed out right at the start of the show. This is not a problem that arose in a day. This is something that's been known. So when Mr. Pawar says criminal action should be taken against officials, the people of India would like to know, should criminal action not be taken against politicians who've done nothing for so many years, allowing these food grains to rot in this fashion where so many people are going hungry? There's a UN study which says 63% of children in India go to bed every night without food, Mr. Vadakkan, and we're seeing this criminal waste take place. Rahul, it's very well for you to say all this. What is the action that has been taken at the ground level needs to be found out, and I'm sure the finance minister has written, but where have these letters gone to? These are matters of investigation. We need to get into it. The blame game can start. The visuals are the ground level story. It is happening in Punjab. There has to be some people who should be held responsible. Action should be taken against them. We need these grains to feed our own people. Let's not play politics. Let's not let's see some action. And I'm sure, like the economist pointed out, we need a good distribution system which needs to be in place. Food grain should move from one part of the country to the other. I'm sure this can be, before the grains were rotten, they could have been sent to the nearest distribution centers.
No, but why wasn't it done? That's the question, Dr. Debroy. We're seeing Tom Vadakkan and Siddharth Nath saying, don't make this a political issue, because at some level, both political parties are to blame. Who's to be held accountable when there's 10,000 metric tons of food grain going waste in just one granary that we've been to, and ICRIER estimates that 2 crore people could have been fed? Who's to take the blame for this?
No, but I think the blame game is not about the Congress vis-a-vis the BJP, but there is a blame game which has been going on for more than 10 years now between the centre and the state. And this is a very, very specific issue. Who bears the cost of that distribution? And what has plagued the reform of PDS is really this. I don't understand. How do you take criminal action against officials? What have they been negligent about? We have proper go-downs to stock only about 30 million tons of food grains. Anything over and above that is virtually going to be out in the open.
Okay. And that is precisely what the problem is. This is not a go-down. when you drive through Punjab, you will find that on either side you will have a situation where grains have just been piled up in the open because there is an absence of proper storage and warehousing. Now you have a situation where FCI has recently sent a team to China to study silos and temperature controlled warehouses. They've gone all the way to China to study this. We don't have the wherewithal, the expertise, the finance to build more storage, to build more warehousing in the country. There lies the rub. That is the problem. If these grains are lying out in the open, it's because 90% of what was procured in 2009, 2010 as buffer stock is going to be inedible.